everybody? Crispy Divine, Centralmassvapors. Kind of coming to you a little differently today. I'm not in my usual spot, standing up, running around like a madman, trying to tell you guys about something or everything. Today I decided to keep it a little chill. Let's talk a little bit about something, and we'll keep it chill. Okay? We're going to discuss a mod that I received a couple weeks back. I talked a little bit about it when I talked about the fact that I had won that waffle. And I didn't give you guys any sort of hint on what it was that I had won. But I wanted to talk about it now because this mod has really given me a new love for the tube mod. This is the end of clones. It's the Doomsday Mod, okay? And like I said, I got this from winning a contest or a waffle. And at first I was excited because, you know, it looked like a beautiful, authentic mod. And it wasn't copper, because I generally like to stick with, these kind of mods. Though I have copper too as well, but this is made from 304 stainless steel, and it is a one-piece mod, meaning a lot of these, other mods you can see come with, different tubes like 18350 or, 18650, 18490, whatever. I personally never used any of the other sizes, and the reason being is, one, I'm obsessed with buying batteries, and I just have this feeling that, if I go out and I buy an 18350 battery, I could be buying an 18650, which I use way more often. Not that they're expensive or anything, but still, it's just something that I've never done. But someday I will. But anywho, so this being a one tube mod, so basically it comes with just the 18650. It doesn't have any of the other adjustments to it. If I can get this stupid thing off. So here's the button. Very, very simple. Nothing to it. Inside you have a spring. You basically have a nice little spring, actually. It works very, very well. Pushes that contact up, which makes contact with the bottom of the battery. Very, very simple. Inside this, there's this little tiny, tiny little piece of, it looks like a tiny micro coil. It's inside the button. I'm not really sure exactly why that's there, but it is there, and it seems to make it work good, I suppose. So if anybody out there who's new watching, and you're new to vaping and you've never seen a mechanical mod, one of the most important things about this is that you want to make sure that you understand battery safety, and with building coils and RDAs, you want to make sure you understand Ohm's law. Very, very, very important. You always want to put the positive side of the battery going up. Goes in there, very simple. And then you have your top cap, which is what you would put your atomizer on. Right now I have the CLT V2 in silver, and with this type, you got many different types of top caps, or a couple anyway. The way that this one works, it's got these two screws that go on here, right? The one closest to the top cap is for your atomizer connection. So it's like your adjustable pin. So you want to put that all the way till it's tight, so it makes sure it's contact with the atomizer. And then this part right here, which I actually really dig this, is because if you could see, it's really like, thick, and it helps with the battery rattle, which I have not yet to have much problems with. So basically, sometimes it's going to, take a little bit of, trial and error to find out where that needs to sit to make this flush. But you see no battery rattle. And then, perfect. So, it's as simple as that. I mean, I'm not going to try to make it any more, I'm not going to try to make it, difficult. What I love about this mod is, one, it's very, very comfortable in your hand. It's exactly, I believe, 22 millimeters round, so it fits and makes all your, if you notice how flush that is, it's absolutely gorgeous. One of the things I love about it is you don't need a locking ring, which is one of the biggest, I think, one of my biggest pet peeves is having to deal with the locking ring. If anybody out there, is rocking their tubes, the locking ring is a pain in the butt. And one of the things that bothers me the most about it is a lot of people don't lock their mods. And I get on my friend Amanda about it constantly because if you don't lock your mods and you set it down and you feel like you don't need to lock it because of whatever the reason being, and you put it down and all of a sudden you're not paying attention, that starts to fire, well, that battery is going to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and it eventually will vent out, and that's not good. Or, obviously if you're keeping in your pocket, so always lock your mods regardless of whether or not you think you have to or not, unless, of course, there is no locking ring like this. The button sits in enough to where when you sit it down, it ain't gonna fire, which is awesome. I have not had any problems with this misfiring. I've not had any problems with this not firing. It fires perfectly. It hits nice and hard. It's very comfortable. It's very clean, and it's just changed the way that I feel about tube mods. Like if they all could be like this, like I'll tell you what, this copper vanilla clone, I love it. But guess what? Locking ring constantly gets locked. I already have scuffs in it from trying to open it. Pain in the butt. You know, this the black Stingray. I love it, but the locking ring, again, it doesn't get stuck, but it has this weird way of getting itself kind of like wedged in, and it's a pain in the butt. But this one, you never have that problem. I just absolutely love this. So this is the Doomsday Mod. Um, it's by Intergalactic Industries from Los Angeles. This is the packaging. I mean, there's really not much to say about it, but I will say this. If you are out there and you're looking to get yourself a mechanical mod to start with, like I said, always remember battery safety and Ohm's Law when you're building. And if you're looking for something very simple, I used to always tell people, if your first mod, get a Nemesis. They're cool, they're easy to use, they're, lightweight, but I don't know. This is a nice, affordably priced, authentic mod. You may have trouble finding one in stock, but, I looked in this retails for anywhere between $100 and $130, and, being that there's no locking ring, it's going to be easy for people to not have to worry about that. It's just a sexy ass mod. So definitely, if you're in the market for a mechanical mod and you're looking for something that's not $300 from the Philippines, that's no disrespect to MCV. I just can't afford your mods when I would love to. Definitely keep an eye out for this. It's from the U.S. made, and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, so that's all I got today. The Doomsday Mod, The End of Clones, Intergalactic Industries. It's Crispy Divine, Centralmassvapors, bringing to you all the awesome stuff. Thank you for joining me. Always remember, like and share and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram if you are an Instagram person. Twitter, of course, Facebook, all the above. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me.